Hello friends, welcome to the world of computers. My name is Poonam Naik and this video is second part of computer basics. In this video, I am going to discuss about following points. First, uses of computers and places where you have seen computers. Uses of computers in detail at different areas, and last is operating the computer. Moving on towards our next topic, that is uses of computer. There are various uses of computer and some of its uses I have mentioned on screen. One such use is communication purpose. First, let us try to understand what do you mean by the term communication. Communication meaning conveying messages to each other. How it is possible to convey messages to each other? If a person is standing in front of me, face to face, I can talk with him using any language which we both know. For example, in English or in Hindi or any other such language which we both should understand. Then only we'll be able to communicate with each other. But if the person is at some other place, maybe some other city or some other state or maybe some other country also, then how it will be possible to communicate with him? There are various other ways of communication. One such way is telephonic conversation. I can call him or I can send SMSs, I can send WhatsApp messages. Now with the help of computer also we can communicate, and one such technique is email. Sending or receiving emails to each other. And one advantage of sending or receiving email is along with the message I can send document, I can send photographs, I can send music files, I can send video files also. Another way is video or audio conferencing. With that person I can talk face to face with the help of video conferencing, or I can hear his voice with the help of audio conferencing also. But for both these things, emails and video conferencing, we require internet along with the computer. Another purpose of computer is entertainment purpose. We all use computers for entertainment purpose. Some of us may be using it for playing games, some of us may be using it for watching movies, or some of us may be using it to listen to music. There are other uses of computers also. We can very well design greeting cards, magazines, etc. with the help of computer. Reading and typing work can also be done. Performing complex calculations also can be done with the help of computer. Teaching and learning online. Drawing, storing documents, books, movies, music, photograph. As I told in my first video that computer has a huge storage space. So we can very well store my important document, books, movies, music, photograph in computer. I can draw color pictures with the help of computer. And online shopping, buying and selling things, other online stuff, other online transaction, maybe banking transaction or booking of railway tickets, booking of hotel rooms, anything can be done, and computer can be used for such purpose along with net connection. Now moving on towards our next topic, that is different places where you have seen computers. Now this is the very easiest question. We have seen computer at many places. It may be a home, it may be school, shops, offices, banks, hospitals, hotels, railway station, airports, etc. Now, what exactly is the use of computer in the areas which I have mentioned? We'll try to figure out that also. One such area which I have mentioned is home. Why do we use computers at home? The answer to this question is very easy. At home, we make use of computer to play games, watch movies or listen to music. It is also used for learning purpose. If I want to learn some new stuff or if I want to get some information, then I can use computer for that purpose. Computers are also used for storing important files. I have some important documents or some music, photographs or some video files. I can very well store in an organized manner in computer. The next area which I have mentioned in this video is schools. Why do we make use of computers in schools? Actually, it depends on the person who is using it. For example, teacher will make use of computer to create worksheets or maybe to set question papers, to prepare results and also to conduct smart classes. What about students then? Students make use of computer to do practicals in computer lab. Now a person who is related to administration department of school will make use of computer to keep record of entire details of students, teachers and other staff members. Now if I want to maintain details of students, I will maintain his name, roll number, address, mobile number of parents, admission details, fee details, etc. So that whenever I require a record of particular student, I can easily access it. Next is school library. School library will maintain record of books available, issued or returned by the students. So, these are the various uses of computers in school. The next area is shops. What is the work of computer in shops? There are various uses of computer in shop and some of the uses I have mentioned on screen. One is inventory purpose. Inventory meaning stock keeping. A business owner can store record of all the products available in his shop with the help of inventory management system which is installed in his computer. Inventory management system will store details like name of the product, product code, price of the product and the quantity which is available in that particular shop. Storing these records together in inventory management system will help the owner of that particular shop to easily access it whenever required, to maintain stock and also for billing purpose. Why for billing purpose? When a customer buys something from that particular shop, what the owner will do is he will just scan the code which is present on that particular item. After scanning the code, he can retrieve easily the detail of that particular product from the inventory management system. Details may be like the code of that particular product, name of that product and the price of that product. What he just have to do is enter the quantity. After entering the quantity, he will get the total amount. And afterwards, he can calculate the final total depending upon how many products that particular customer has brought very easily. This is much faster than the manual billing system in which he has to literally enter the details of that particular product, maybe the name, price, quantity and manually calculate the total and also the final amount, which takes more time as compared to billing system done with the help of computer. Now, business owner can also store records of his customers very easily with the help of computer. Maybe the name of the customer, the address of the customer, the mobile number, and any other such details for future reference. One more advantage of inventory management system and billing system. Whatever products which are being bought by the customer, those products are to be reduced from the stock, so that will be done automatically with the help of inventory management system and billing systems installed on the computer of the business owner. Next area is offices. In offices also, computers can be used in many ways. For maintaining records of employees and clients, for typing letters or invitations, and also for printing documents, for keeping accounts. If any meeting is there, then that can be conducted with the help of presentations, and presentations can be made with the help of computer. Also, computers can be used for video conferencing purpose. Next area is banks. We can make use of computer in banks for keeping accounts of all depositors and also to print their statements, for check verification purpose, also for keeping record of loans and calculation of interest on loans. The ATM facilities. ATM full form is automated teller machine, which is available in bank, are being handled by the computer systems which are available in that particular bank. Next area is hospitals. In hospitals, we can make use of computer for keeping records of patients, staff, appointments, inventory, and for room allocation. It can be also used for billing purpose, for diagnosis of disease, also to monitor patients' conditions and record the changes. During surgeries also, computers play a very important role. Next area is hotels. Computers can be used in hotels for the purpose of storing records of customers, staff, and the rooms available in that particular hotel. Also to keep track of reservations, room allocations, meetings, and other special events which take place in hotels. Computers can also be used for billing purpose. Moving on towards the next area which I have mentioned in this video, that is railway stations. In railway stations also, computer play a very important role. One for booking and cancellation of tickets, also for storing informations like train number, date of travel, name of passengers, and their destination details, etc. Also for controlling railway signals, computers can be used. Finally, moving on towards the last area which I have mentioned, that is airports. In airports, we can make use of computer for keeping records of passengers, for booking and cancellation of tickets. Also, air traffic can be controlled with the help of computer, and aircrafts are also flown with the help of computers. So, these are the various uses of computer in different areas. There are lot other uses in lot other areas which I have not mentioned but which you might be knowing. The last topic in this video which I am going to discuss is operating the computer. Now in operating the computer, we are going to learn how to start your computer and how to shut it down. In both the cases, there are some few steps which we have to follow. This is actually the practical part, though I am not showing it practically, but with the steps which I have mentioned and the pictures I have shown, it is very clear to understand how to start your computer and how to shut it down. So let us learn it. To start your computer, the steps which you are going to follow is mentioned on screen. Step number 1, switch on the main power supply button. Step number 2, switch on the UPS. UPS meaning uninterrupted power supply. The black rectangular box which you can see on screen is actually your UPS. What is the use of this UPS then? There are two main uses of UPS. First one is, we all know that your computer is an electronic device. If we connect your computer directly to the main power switch without any UPS, then it might get affected or might get damaged due to power fluctuations, high voltage, low voltage problems, and also due to frequent power failures. If it is connected to UPS, then what will happen is UPS will provide a continuous power supply without any such fluctuations. So there is no possibility of computer to get damaged. The second use of UPS is whenever power failures are there. If your computer is connected directly to the main switch, then it will get shut down automatically without saving your work. So whatever work you are doing, you will lose it. And if your UPS is there, then what UPS does is it will keep on the computer for some time so that a user can save his work and also can shut down the computer safely. So these are the uses of UPS. Moving on towards the step number 3. Step number 3 is switch on the power button of the system unit. System unit, as you can see on screen, is a black box which has various important parts present inside it along with your central processing unit chip installed inside it. Also various other parts of the computer is connected to your system unit. Step number 4 is switch on the monitor. After switching on the monitor, you have to wait until the desktop screen appears. Desktop screen meaning the first screen which appears when we start a computer. You can see the picture of it. This is actually the desktop screen of Windows 10. Desktop screen of Windows 8 will look somewhat different, and earlier versions of Windows were also different. The last topic of this video is shut down your computer. To shut down your computer, you have to follow the steps which are mentioned on screen. Step number 1. Click on the start button. You can see two different logos I have shown there for start button. The first one you must have seen in Windows 10 and the second one you must have seen in Windows 7. So it depends on the version of Windows which is installed on your computer. Earlier versions, it was directly written start on the button itself. Step number 2. Click on the power button. You can see the direction of the arrow and the logo for power button. This is present in Windows 10. Once you click on power button, you will get 3 options: sleep, shut down and restart, out of which you have to select shut down option. Then you have to wait for the screen to turn blank. After screen goes blank, step number 3 is switch off the monitor. Step number 4, switch off the UPS. And finally, step number 5, switch off the main power supply button. This will shut down your computer. I hope you liked this video and understood it. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it so that you can get future updates. Thank you.